Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and if it's Tuesday, it's a Strat Attack show where we hop into the urban assault vehicle and go take a look at what's going on. So, some timber is starting to fall here. So, if you take a look at the SPY, this is why we do the show on Tuesday, so you don't get duped out. Yay, on Monday, boom, boom, 2-2 reversal back down. On the daily, not the end of the world for the SPY here, because you monthly, still green, and if it sells off, you just go into doji land nothingness. And the week, still inside on the week. So if we can get this going, then we'll start talking. Below 387.15 would be a 2-2 weekly reversal in the SPY. That would be fun. If we go to QQQ, you'll see this. You got some distance here on this weekly. We were hoping for this rev strat, the inside bar poke up, and then rev strat it down. You got some distance on that. So that's all the way down here at your 309.66. So you got some distance to do that. However, on the daily, you did have a slight 2 up. Now you're closer to being a compound 3 to the downside. We got some earnings coming out, but we'll see. So still some distance on those Qs. So that's pretty much a wild card out there if we can get that going, because we got the Dow Jones Diamonds here helping out, helping the cause here for the sell-off. You got the monthly still bright green, right? We're going to be aware of that as we're getting closer to exhaustion. But the weekly now is a 2-2 reversal here below 324.98. You're right there. So we'll see if we can get any more out of that. And the small cappers really were the big losers here. And you can see that slight poke up on the highs here, and then the 2-2 reversal here below 222.95. So you got a nice hit there. You took this out. These two become an outside bar of that. Now the question is going to be weak enough for all the way down there, and you can see how them small capper day. Ooh, yeah. Ow. Inside day and down, and hopefully this is the higher high and this is the lower low, and we can take them all the way down. But we'll see how that goes. If we had any strength so far, you have XLP. And XLP does this on the month. Here, you got your outside month. Right, so you look for that to go outside. Once it takes one side out and goes green, boom, we're taking that out, right? So it does that, and on the week, here, just a little exhaustion risk, but you are coming back through still this range, but you're 2 up in the XLP, and that tells us your Procter & Gamble's, your Pepsi's, your Cokes. Coke's got a little bit to take out of that. You got Mondelez here. You've got your Colgate going inside week and up. You've got Clorox here, starting to just come up a little bit on the week, so we'll see how that goes. We got a little strength out of the big boxers, Costco here, also taking out this compound 1, and what that means is both of these weeks were inside of this bar, so they become a compound. If it was a 2-week pattern, that would be an inside bar. Boom, you broke that. So Costco's fighting back up. Monthly, you can see you'd stop them all out and then pop right back up. Target here, trying to come up for the Rev Strat monther. Inside month and then down, and the weekly today still trying to poke its head up there a little bit, so we'll see what comes of that. Also rotating into the utilities a little bit, still potential outside week. Utilities a little boring, but it tells a story, because here you had the 3-2-2, and then here these two become an outside bar, this outside bar, right? And so it tells a story because it says that the big boys aren't totally scared of this market, right? They're rotating into a more defensive posture, but when they really take them down, they take them all down, right? So when they raid the brothel, they even arrest the piano player. So when they're really going down, they all go down, right? We're not seeing that just yet. Like I said, you have some distance on that Nasdaq. So also the towers a little bit, American Tower. So it's another defensive posture here, potentially here in the month. Outside month, and that tells you to watch the S back. Here, getting up on that CCI. There, already did it, so we'll see how that group does. A little bit of strength at eBay, following through. After last week's inside week and up, still just a little bit higher here to start the week, so nothing great, but not dying either. DG comes up, triangles them out. You can see this, slight lower low. Here's your broadening formation as you take them out. And like so, there's your broadening formation, DG. And so what that does, though, is it formed last week by taking this out here. Or, I mean, sorry, here it is. Here's your weekly going outside week, and then 3-2 to the upside. So DG acting better, and there's a lot of retail that's not. So we'll get to that in just a second. If we go to the weakness, like I said, you got the Dow coming in, cat finally giving it up, 2 weak, higher high, lower low, boom, looking to become an outside bar of this or worse right here, right? And so that's in the Dow, and it tells you maybe look at John Deere. 2 up, 2 down, shooter on the week, AGCO, same deal. All those guys having some problems to start off the week. If we go to a lot of the opening up stocks that everybody's been trying to like because we're opening up or whatever, yeah, they're coming in. So let's take a look. You've got the airlines, American Airlines. There's your 2 week down. United down, Delta down, and that tells you to watch the trannies. IYT is an outside week already. How's UPS doing here? UPS just kind of sitting there, but you got your airlines. You've got XPO in there, trucker, 2 to the downside, so keep an eye on those. You've got RCL, cruise lines, Strat, 1, 2, 2. Tells you to look at CCL. Same deal, inside week, pokes up, comes back. So we'll see if there's more to that. You've got LVS, Strat, 1, 2, 2 to the downside. Tells you to take a look at Win here. That's a 3-2 to the downside. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. You got Lyft, also having some issues here. 2 up, 2 down on the week. You've got Boeing, also in the Dow. There's your 2 up, 2 down week for Boeing. If you go to EXPE here, 2 up, 2 down week. TripAdvisor, one of our favorites patterns. The 3-2-2, the outside week, 2 up, boom, back through here. We're looking to be these two to become an outside bar of this. That low is 46.74, so you got some more room on that. You've also got the hotels. Marriott coming down, 2-2 style, letter H. And so all this kind of opening up stocks having some issues. Also, the energies, you might recall from last week, we were looking at because they went 2 up, 2 down last week. XLE, XOP, OIH, and now they're continuing, right? And so if you look at who taking out last week's lows again, you've got PXD here. That was a 2 up, now trying to go 2 back down. A little delay on that one. If you go to Exxon here, still continuing that. Chevron, continuing that just a little bit. Valero, after last week's 2 down, you've got CLR, and so you can see a lot of these things have been already been going down here. MRO, inside week and down last week, and now continuing that. So the energy on the ropes just a bit. Another thing we're seeing is the financials, and you've got XLF, 2 up, 2 down week. You've got FAS, same deal. You got the regional banks. KRE is a 2-2 reversal down. Insurers, KIE, doing that. So that's giving you all the big boys. Trying to reverse banks a little bit. Citicorp, 2-2. You've got JP Morgan. How's Goldman Sachs? Goldman Sachs. You've got Prudential. You've got MetLife. So they're coming after a lot of that stuff. You can keep an eye on Visa here. It hasn't done it yet, but goes inside day here like so, and we'll see what comes of that. It's red on the month presently, so it could go back into full time frame continuity to the downside. If you pull it out, you're going to see this. There you go. Come on, boy. Do it. We'll see. Let's see. DFS here in Capital One as well. Oops, there's your month coming back into the big old try. There you go, DFS, how's Capital One? All right, taking out last week's low. So you got a bunch of that stuff over there. We also have some retail, and you got LB here going 2 up, 2 down. You have Macy's. There you go, there's your shooter. And so we liked it until you, on the month, inside month to the upside, couldn't hit magnitude, and it's good until you have a reversal against you, which you do right here. So that's good to make it on the long side and the short side. You got your nice little inside week to the upside, boom, you go up into here, and then boom, you can reverse, have it come back to where you started, make more money than it actually moves. Nordstrom the same, coming 2-2 after the month. goes up. If we go to KSS, and KSS, cold stores, 2-2 reversal down. Ross stores, inside weak to the downside. How's Deckers? Deckers is a Rev Strat, 1-2-2 down. You've got, just do Ross stores. Yeah, I would do Phillips Van Peeken. There you go, taking out last week's lows again. Go to TJ Maxx. Also, Rev Strat 1-2-2 coming down. So we can keep an eye on that. And we got Futu. Is an inside weak to the downside. You can keep an eye on that. MU, it's trying to help lead the tech charge. Like I said, there's a long way to go in a lot of this stuff. You got the inside. There's your Rev Strat there. MU with Twitter here. Trying to take that out. Triple D. And Triple D, there you go. Inside, up and back down. Rev Strats. Keeps an eye on SSYS. Trying to do the same. If you go to Western Digi here, taking these guys out, had a rough day there. That tells you to watch STX here, trying to come down through that. So another one of the wild cards we got coming into tomorrow is the inside days, because you've got NVIDIA, you've got Facebook, you've got PayPal, and a bunch of other things like that to keep an eye on to gauge. But for right now, most things are going 2-2 reversal down on the weekly. A long way to go though on a lot of those months to make it really a major break. However, if we can get that NASDAQ down there, that would convince me. But for right now, we got some distance for the SPY. You've got the short-term weekly magnitude for the small cappers and the diamonds, and we can watch all these sectors as they play out. All right, that's going to do it for this week. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith & Black Channel here, Ticker Tacker with Strat Attack.